Hmm, where do I start? Well, many of you know me as Atlas, but don't know the meaning. The meaning is twofold. One being, art transforms life into an awesome state. It speaks to the passion I have for art. This is how I write it. The second reason for this being my name is based on the Greek god Atlas, because a great deal of my life I've had to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. I had to be a grown up way too soon, kind of like from infant to adult in 2.5 seconds. I encountered things as a child that many adults have never experienced. My innocence being ripped away from me by several people. Who saw my quiet and shy demeanor as an easy way in. As I grew older, I realized that everyone that is older than you is not always right. I look to art to be my comfort, so I draw. I always knew that I'd become an artist, but I once heard a saying, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And so I did, and he did. After God finished laughing, he let me know that I had a lot more to endure. A lot of people tend to remember a great deal about their life, but for me there's a huge time frame of about 6 years that I know nothing about. It's as if I slept the years away. I remember one day waking up. I was about 12 and found my voice in the word no as I pushed one of those innocence robbers off of me. Again, I looked to art. I always drew cartoons, And bubble letters were big back then. In '93, I lost my grandfather. And that started a real-life game of checkers. Having piece by piece removed from my board. For almost 20 years now, I've lost at least 2 family members a year. By age 19, I had lost several family members and was on the verge of losing another. I had an on-again, off-again boyfriend, yes, boyfriend, who I found out had 2 other females, besides myself. I was in college at a school that I didn't want to be at. I wanted to attend the University of the Arts in Philadelphia. I had been taking care of myself since the age of 16, paying for my food and my clothing, and now I had to pay my own tuition and books as well. And to top it off, I could no longer avoid what was true about myself. Hey, women are sexy. With all those things compiled into one, I had a breakdown. And never before had I ever considered doing something so crazy and so selfish. But that day, I considered suicide. I sat in my room for about an hour, crying and breathing heavily, clenching my fists until my knuckles turned red, hoping that the feeling would pass, but it didn't. I went to the kitchen and found the biggest knife I could. As I paced the house, I thought about all the ways I could take my life with this knife. I called my best friend, who to this day is still the only person that I can fully trust. I didn't get an answer, and it's strange that the first thing that I thought was, how would my best friend feel? Then, my second thought was, I didn't want anyone to feel the pain that I felt. My heart wouldn't allow it. For 2 weeks, I didn't utter a word to anyone except my best friend. Soon I realized one very important thing. You have to live your life for yourself. You have no right to take such a precious gift given to you by God. You are here for a purpose. So now, at the age of 29, a few short months away from my 30th birthday, I look to God and my heart for purpose. And rejoice that each day I open my eyes, I'm given a new opportunity to take another step with my heart.